Need to move Fortnite to a new drive on your computer? Or do you need to move Fortnite to an entirely new PC? Epic Games is a little weird in that they don't offer an easy way to just simply change the install location of your games, so you have to sort of trick the Epic Games launcher in order to do so. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to do that so that you can move your Fortnite install to a new drive or a new PC. Also, if you are looking to move Fortnite to an entirely new PC, you're going to need some kind of external storage device, so either a large USB flash drive or an external hard drive or external SSD. And I'll show you how I use this SSD enclosure from Drive to transfer the game incredibly quickly. But we'll get to that in a minute. First, let's just quickly go through the steps you need to take to move Fortnite to a new drive. Alright, moving Fortnite to a new drive on your computer is relatively easy. Before you start moving the game though, you're going to want to know where you want to move your game to and where it is currently installed. If you have a new drive that you have just added to your system, or if you have an existing drive in your system that you want to move Fortnite to, you will find it located in Windows' File Explorer on the left-hand side of the window where all of the drives are listed. I will be moving Fortnite onto my Drive Z666 external SSD enclosure, which on this PC has the volume label F. But for now, just make note of which drive you will be moving Fortnite to. To find out where Fortnite is currently installed on your system, first you're going to want to open up the Epic Games Launcher. In your Epic Games Launcher, go to your library. From there, find Fortnite in your games and click on the three dots to open up the menu box. In the menu box, click on Manage. In the Manage menu, click on the folder and magnifying glass icon in the Installation tab. This will open up the folder where you currently have Fortnite installed. Eventually, we're going to copy this entire folder, but first we need to rename it because we want to trick the Epic Games Launcher into thinking that we don't have Fortnite installed anymore. So hit the Up button in File Explorer to go one folder level up. The Fortnite folder will now be highlighted. Single click on it so that you can edit the name. Then just add an underscore at the end of Fortnite and hit Enter, and then hit Continue to provide the administrative permissions necessary to change the name. Once you've renamed the Fortnite folder, completely close Epic Games down by going to the bottom right-hand corner of your desktop and clicking on the up arrow that reveals the icons of programs you currently have running. Then right-click on the Epic Games Launcher icon and hit Exit. After you close it, you're going to reopen the Epic Games Launcher. And once it is opened up, you're going to go back into your library. Fortnite should now show that it is no longer installed, and you'll now have the option to install it again. Click on the game to open the install prompt. In the install prompt, it's going to ask you what folder you want to install Fortnite into. Instead of the folder already listed in the field, you're going to hit Browse, which will open up Windows' File Explorer, and from here you're going to select your new drive. Again, I'll be using my external SSD, which is my F drive. But you need to click on the drive you want and then hit the Select Folder button. You'll then be taken back to the Epic Games Launcher, and your desired drive will now be set for your Fortnite install location. Then click the blue Install button to start installing Fortnite. Note that we're not actually going to reinstall the game, we just want to let the install get to 1 or 2% to let the launcher establish the proper folders for the game, and then we'll cancel the install. Alright, my install is at 2%, so now I'll hit the cancel button. It's important that you leave the Epic Games Launcher open for this next part, so do not exit out of it. Now open File Explorer and navigate to the new drive that you just selected for the new Fortnite install. Inside that drive, you should now see a Fortnite folder. Open that folder up and delete everything in it. Now open a new File Explorer window and navigate to the drive and folder where you originally had Fortnite installed, the one where we renamed it to Fortnite_. Once you find it, open it up. Once inside of that folder, you want to copy everything in the first level of that folder. For me, it's 4 different folders. I'll select and copy all of them. Then switch back to the other File Explorer window you have open that has the new Fortnite install location, the one that is now empty. Right-click inside of this folder and hit Paste. Your PC will now start sending the Fortnite files from your old install to this new Fortnite folder on your new drive. Once everything is done being copied over, go back into Epic Games, into your library, and Fortnite should now say Resume, and if you click on Fortnite, it will restart the download you canceled earlier. So click on Fortnite to resume the download, but now instead of downloading the game, the Epic Games Launcher will say that it is verifying it. Basically, the launcher sees that you have all of the correct files, and it just runs a quick verification process to make sure you aren't missing anything. This process goes fairly quickly, and once it is finished, you will be able to play Fortnite from the new drive and install location. Also, since you copied Fortnite over from your old drive, you technically now have Fortnite installed on your system in 2 different locations, and you probably don't want to waste that extra space. So I would recommend launching Fortnite first to verify that the game is working correctly, maybe play a couple of games just to make sure, and as long as the game is working properly, you can go back into the old install location and delete the Fortnite underscore folder there and empty your recycling bin to free up some space on that old drive. Okay, so that was all fairly easy, but what if you want to move Fortnite to a completely different PC? Well, the process is essentially the same. We just need an external storage device to copy your Fortnite folder to. And then you can run through those same exact steps on the new computer and pull Fortnite from that external device. Again, I have this external SSD enclosure from ZykeDrive that has a Crucial T500 2TB NVMe SSD in it, and I love using this enclosure for this kind of stuff because with it, you can transfer a ton of data to and from it ridiculously fast. But you can also use a large USB flash drive or an external hard drive to move Fortnite with as well. They will just be a bit slower. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is copy your Fortnite install onto your external storage device. So make sure that device is connected to your computer. Once it is connected, you're going to launch the Epic Games Launcher, go to your library and locate Fortnite. Click on the three dots, hit Manage, and then click on the magnifying glass icon to open up the folder where you currently have Fortnite installed. Then go up one folder level in File Explorer, locate the Fortnite folder, right-click it, and hit Copy. Then, since you're already in File Explorer, locate your external drive on the left-hand side of the window and click on it. Then paste your Fortnite folder into the external drive. Once Windows is done copying the Fortnite folder over, safely remove your external drive from your old computer by going to the up arrow in the bottom right-hand corner of your desktop, clicking on the Safely Remove Hardware and Eject Media icon, and then ejecting the drive you just copied Fortnite to. Then you'll physically disconnect your external storage device from your original computer and now plug it into the PC that you want to move or copy Fortnite onto. On the new computer, you're just going to follow the same exact steps as before. You'll go into the Epic Games Launcher, you'll start the Fortnite install, you'll let it download to 1 to 2%, then you'll cancel the download, then you'll open up the folder where you're installing Fortnite on this new PC, and you'll delete everything inside of that folder. Next, you'll open your external drive, you'll open the Fortnite folder that you copied over from your old PC, you'll copy everything inside of it, then you'll switch back to the new install folder and paste everything in there. As you can see with my external SSD enclosure, it only takes about a minute and a half to transfer the nearly 70 gigabyte Fortnite folder. If you were using a USB flash drive, an external hard drive, or a slower external SSD, this transfer will take a bit longer. But once the transfer is done, switch back to the Epic Games Launcher, go to your library, click on Fortnite to resume the install, and instead of downloading the game, it will now verify your files very quickly. Once the files have been verified, you should now be able to play Fortnite on your new PC. Alright, that does it for this quick tutorial video. Hopefully it helps you move Fortnite to your desired install location. If you are interested in the ZykeDrive enclosure I use to move Fortnite from one PC to another, I have a full video review on it you can watch, and I have left a link to that review in the description below, as well as a link to ZykeTech's website. In any case though, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.